Hello and welcome back. I'm Ben Taylor, the Managing Director of Keller Williams UK. So if you've been watching the previous videos, you know that these are all coming under the heading of 12 by 12. And 12 by 12 is the course that we put together to help an agent get into production. That means getting instructions, getting them sold, generating revenue in their business as swiftly as possible. In fact, we think that if you're doing this the right way, the 12 by 12 actually stands for within 12 weeks of joining our business, we should be able to help you list 12 properties within a month. Okay? And at the end of this program, if you take the time to watch it all the way through, and you can painfully listen to my voice, and you don't even have to look at the screen, just listen to the words if you really want to. But at the end of this, it'll be worthwhile because you'll be able to build your own 30, 60, 90-day plan to go and put into place and get as much business for your own estate agency business as possible. Okay, so the thing I want to talk about today is really at the heart of the MREA book, what we call the Red Book. That's the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. Now, it's fascinating. Lots of people dismiss this. I'll tell you this. I used to, honestly, I'm really sorry about this, Mr. Robbins, but I used to dismiss Tony Robbins and a lot of his teachings because I didn't like the delivery. And now that I really understand his workings and how the difference that applying some of his practices makes, you kind of think, don't worry about the delivery, just worry about the content, because the content's fantastic. Now, the MREA book, lots of people dismiss some of the content because they think it's written by an American, which it is, just for the American market. And you'd be hugely mistaken, because what's in that book is a model. It's a template. If you follow it, whether you're in Portugal, you're in South Africa, or you're in the UK, and of course in the US, you'll be able to apply those systems and models and build yourself a great business. So the core of it is this, okay? This is a triangle if you can't make that out. So Gary teaches us that we're in the lead generation business, okay? So what does that mean? Leads, listings, and then this really important piece here called leverage, okay? The leverage piece is very straightforward, and that's making sure that you're doing what we call the high pound activities in your business. If you're doing all the things that you'd never pay somebody more than £20,000 a year to do, don't be surprised if that's the sort of revenue you're generating. If you need to be leveraging out the tasks so that you're only doing the things that are the high pound activities. The listings piece is pretty obvious, and that is you're going to need instructions to be able to sell. But where do they come from? They come from leads. They come from this piece here, building a big database. And I talked about this in previous videos to show you that in Keller Williams, that is such a big part of your agency business. And that is, it's something that we're very used to. I worked in the traditional model, or what we call the traditional model in the UK. And of course, you work there. When you leave, whatever business you built up and all those clients you do a great job with, technically they are owned by the business that you work for. Ours is all about building your own so that you can leverage out your business, okay? So how do you go about building a really large database of people? So we teach within this 12 by 12, very rarely anybody sitting in the room, even the most shy of individuals, will have less than 150 people in their phone within their contact database. And in truth, I can't really remember the last time that I spoke with somebody that had so few. In today's world, we have a wealth of contacts. Now, if you've built, and you've seen in the previous videos, if you've built a really good why, so a good reason that you're building a real estate business within the area that we've talked about, then that's something to share. And when you tell everybody in your database, so even if that's 150 people, as we've said, right from the start, say, listen, I'm Ben Taylor and I'm starting this real estate business, and I'm doing that because I really want to protect clients and I really want to procure great prices for clients, and we think you deserve that in our business. That's a really good place to start. And you ask for referrals through that business. And what we do is we try and teach you all the different ways and to do the following, okay? And that is to reach more people. Yeah, to then capture. Now, what does that mean, to capture? It means to be able to communicate back to them. So, look, I send a message out there. That's the reach element. And then when they come back to me and say, we like that message, Ben, here's my email address, here's my full address, here's my contact details, or whatever it might be, that's what we call capture, okay? Now, the thing I really want to do, and I love doing, and certainly love teaching, is then the nurture element. You nurture that relationship. We're now in a place where we've got something worthwhile to share. We've got the communication going between us in terms of myself and the client, and we need to be able to give value to that. And whether that's updates on schools, updates on what's going on in the market and how you can best influence it, whatever it might be, but to nurture those relationships, okay? The last piece of that is, of course, to convert them, okay? And what does that mean? It's really simple, that they've enjoyed this nurturing process, and whether it's them or friends or people they care about, say, listen, go and talk to Ben Taylor or whatever the relevant name of the individual is concerned, to put them through in touch with that person so you can look after them. Now, in Keller Williams, we also have systems called 33 Touch, sometimes called 36 Touch. I don't mind which, but what does that mean? It means 33 pieces of regular contact in different ways and different formats. It might be a card, it might be a phone call, it might be showing up in the same places and networking, whatever it might be. But there's 33 opportunities to make sure that we're in some form of touch. Yeah. We then do 8 by 8, and we also do 12 direct. Yeah. There's my busy pictures as always. If you watch my videos, the pictures are not thing that are really particularly exciting about these, so forgive me for that. But effectively, it just helps my thinking to be able to share with you these important things. And that is, we give practical advice as to how to go and reach people, how to build the people that you haven't met into people that you have met, so that you can nurture those relationships and help them in ultimately what's a really important endeavor, whether that's buying a house, renting a house, or a flat, whatever it might be. This is a really important thing. So it's very important that you've figured out your why, and then how do you go and build that database? Yeah, because this is going to be the core of your business for the years to come. The last thing I'd say to you is this, that when I was doing this on a day-to-day basis, whatever it was, many, many years ago as an agent on a day-to-day basis, we simply didn't have the ability to do what we're doing now. So sharing this video with you is a great way for me, whether you like looking at my face or not, I doubt you would, but the truth is it's a great way to be able to communicate something really important. And if you're building a real estate business in your area, you can post this stuff for next to nothing. You can even boost it to certain demographics and real specifics of people in your area to get a really important message out to them. So there are so many ways now of being able to reach more people, enabling you to capture more people. And our systems and models are very, very effective at being able to help you build that out really quickly. As always, DM me or message me on the links below, and we'll be very happy to give you more information. And for now, we'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you. Bye.